There it is.
Hi, welcome to Gun Thoughts.
Welcome to Gun Thoughts review of the Desert Tech. Wait for it. There it is.
Wolverussi.
It says it right there. Wolverine. What a great name, guys. The Wolverine. Disclaimer about this gun, guys. Desert Tech contacted us and asked us if we wanted to try out their new bullpup rifle, and we were intrigued by this situation because this is something that we normally would not have gotten to try because it's just something that we wouldn't have bought ourselves. So we took them up on that offer and they sent us this gun. It's an engineering T&E sample. We're under the impression that it's extremely close to the production guns.
We have accused other gun YouTubers of getting cherry-picked samples from manufacturers. And this is the first time that we have ever received a gun from a manufacturer that we have not bought off the shelf from a random FFL.
True.
You did most of the communication with them, and what was your experience?
My experience was that Lance, our contact at Desert Tech, was very nice and professional, and he tried to help solve any problems that we had with it, and he was also like proactively asking me for what our feedback on the gun was.
Obviously, that's not going to be your experience. No one cares what you think about the gun.
But
You're smart, though.
my impression is that this gun was not necessarily cherry-picked because it did have, you know, some engineering sample teething issues with it. What is this? Is this the Desert Tech MDR?
Yes, but no.
But also no. It's so different that it got a whole new name.
And 2 more letters.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, so that's a bit different.
We can't confirm or deny how different it is because we've never seen MDR in real life, because I'm not sure who these are for because I don't think anyone buys them. But we have it here with us today because Desert Tech was kind enough to send us this engineering sample for test and evaluation. So
They value our...
we're going to evaluate the out of this thing right now. What's up, guys? Today's video is brought to you by True Shot Ammo. For this video, True Shot sent us some of their GGG, Girantes, Ginculetes, Gemlica Passion Performance Precision. It's a 5.56 M193. They've got it in these 50 round boxes. It's pretty good ammo. It's been reliable in the Wolverine that we've been shooting it in. And yeah, it groups okay. It's easy to reach out to 200 yards with it. I think that this is good training ammo if you need some. So yeah, head on over to True Shot Ammo and get you some if you need some ammo, because we think it's pretty all right.
Rolling.
I don't even know what language that is. Oh, Lithuania. Lithuanian M193 #1 right now. Yeah, this stuff is available now, so go check it out. Stop. Oh yeah, look at that M193. Look at those cases, so annealed. Whoa. Whoa, yeah. Oh wow. Get you some GGG. Oh yeah. So how do we usually do this? We haven't reviewed a gun in a while.
What is it?
Holy
It's a short stroke piston operated bullpup gun. It has a non-reciprocating charging handle. It has some interesting controls on it. It has a bunch of other cool stuff on it too, like a mag well.
It's brown.
That is the bolt drop. Just figured that one out. Was wondering. I looked at that and I was like, is that a mag release or a bolt drop? Bolt drop. That's what that does right there. We got a mag well right here. We have a magazine release right here. We have an ejection port right here that can switch sides as well. So it's for ambi shooters as well. We have an ambi 45 degree safety right here, which is pretty cool. We also have another ambi mag release right here, which is kind of cool.
Spot.
In a normal spot, which is rare for bullpups. I've personally never seen one of these. And then we also have gas system in here. So there's a little collar that has holes in it, and you can just basically move that side to side. And
it looks like it was designed for a bullet tip, but
bullet tip doesn't fit.
Yeah, unfortunately, a bullet tip doesn't fit in there, so we've been using an Allen key. But if you guys take a closer look at this right here, the gas regulator is up here, and the window is down here. So
how do?
I know that they're working on other handguards for this because they showed it to me where the window is in a better place. So at least they know that that's not good.
The hole's in a weird spot.
Take two.
You guys can relate.
What do you guys think of the ergos of the WLVRN?
It feels quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that they're actually pretty good. Yeah, like...
I went into it thinking AUG and got AR, but with the magazine in my shoulder.
Gun. This gun seems to have been designed in a way that actually makes sense, whereas other bullpups, I'm not sure what they were thinking.
Yeah.
Were they at all?
I really don't know. Like, everything on this gun is in the place that it feels like it should be. Like, the controls are right where your hands can reach them. Like, if you were going to retain a magazine, that's right there. If you're going to just dump it, it's right there. If you go to bolt lock, oh god, I'm diddling it. No, I got it. If you go to bolt lock and then you stick a mag in, you just, can they see that?
Your thumb is here. I'll hold it.
Okay, yeah. Your thumb is out, and you just do that. You just, oh, like that. It really seems like they actually thought about what they were doing instead of just, I don't know, being like, this is the shape that we want the gun to be. Now we have to figure out how to make it work. This is a 16-inch barrel, and it is an identical size to a 10.3 AR.
You want to grab that 13? This is a 13.5 inch.
And let's extend that stock. And so, even with the suppressor, this one is slightly shorter than that.
Fully extended stock.
And then, without a suppressor, it's quite a big difference. It's quite a big difference. There is like this magical moment when you grab a bullpup for the first time, or if it's been a long time, you know, something like that, where you're like, oh, like, I have so much power in my hands right here. I've got this short little gun, but it shoots the bullet so hard. It shoots the bullet so hard.
One other thing I want to just touch on is the ergos. I want to reinforce that they're good. As primarily an AR shooter, I was never confused by what buttons to press.
Right.
I really didn't have to think about it. There was a few things like, the bolt lock or the bolt release is super intuitive. So that's not something
the word that we're looking for. The controls are intuitive.
Intuit.
Intuitive.
Sponsored by Intuit.
We like that. TurboTax. Trigger, since you guys are all wondering it, oh, does the bullpup trigger suck? It doesn't suck. It's not like a nice AR trigger, but it's better than like a basic mil-spec AR trigger, so there's like a little squish and then it just breaks.
I mean, it certainly is a very far cry from the squish AUG trigger.
Yeah, it's like
trigger's terrible.
4.5 pounds. It's honestly relatively crisp, and the reset is, it's not crazy short, but it's also
forceful.
Yeah,
I feel like it helps reset your finger.
It's very springy, and it is not so far that it's impossible to shoot it fast without getting a bunch of trigger freeze.
It's almost like a human being designed a bullpup.
Yeah.
As opposed to an Austrian person.
I don't know how much you guys know about bullpups, but a lot of them, the AUG included, you kind of like pop the back off and then everything just falls out the back, and it's pretty undignified. On this one, you pop 2 pins and then it
opens.
It opens like an AR.
You don't lose any parts.
It opens like an AR. It's really cool.
That we know of. You don't shoot the gas regulator into the woods.
Right. The gas regulator has never launched out of this gun, which is crazy.
That is #1 test of bullpup. It is passed.
And then you do that, and then something starts to come out of here, and then you just have
the whole gun. That's the gun.
You got this long spring thing with a vaguely AR-looking bolt on a chunk of metal, and then this other thing that's got holes in it, and then it just all...
That's the muffler.
Yeah, it's the muffler.
Yeah, it's the catalytic converter.
Ooh, I don't think I did that right. And we'll push out the other pin so that we can just take the whole lower off of it. There we go. Take the whole lower off of it. And now that we've taken the whole lower off of it, we can talk about what's in here. So basically,
what's in the box?
What they did is we've got what looks very similar to an AR trigger group back here. Like from here back, it looks like an AR lower basically. And then this is attached by a linkage that goes along that side. And that's how it works. And then on the other side, there's a linkage for the mag releases. And yeah.
And that's it. And that's how your sausage is made, folks.
That part is plastic. This part is metal. And then the top half,
which is the serialized part.
We already saw the guts, but right here we've got these 3 screws. And that is holding the barrel into the receiver right here. And from this point forward, the barrel is free floating in the receiver from what I can tell. I think you can also convert this. Caliper,
yeah, you can. You can switch out the mag well.
And then you can switch out the feed ramps right here for something else as well.
So
it has removable feed ramps?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Kind of interesting.
You're sick.
Shut up. Shooting the Desert Tech Wolverine is pretty cool. It basically shoots like any other short stroke piston operated rifle, where it's like it's a little bit bouncy on the dot, but other than that, it's pretty soft shooting. The gas system and the gas setting does make a big difference on how it shoots. So
huge difference.
On the adverse setting, it's very, very punchy, and the dot moves a ton.
So what are we doing?
We're going to go to the highest gas, the gassiest setting.
And then what?
And we're going to see if there's a difference. Way more bouncy.
Way more bounce.
One of the weird things that I found with this gun, and I think the rest of us found as well, is transitions with this is super weird, especially without the cam on it. The gun is so heavy back here, and it's so honestly well balanced that it kind of sits like this, that it's very easy to transition, and it's also easy to overdrive the gun past your target. So it definitely takes a little bit of thinking and a little bit of getting used to.
It's a thinking man's gun.
It's a thinking man's gun.
It's lots of buttons.
Lots of buttons. It's a more refined gun for a more refined age. It's a bullpup. It has a bunch of buttons that do things.
Have you taken an IQ test recently?
Yeah, if your IQ is above 150, this is the gun for you. I'll tell you that much right now.
My thoughts on the feels of this gun is certainly, I want to reiterate that you feel like you have unlimited power.
You do.
when you hold this.
You also feel like you're pick your favorite sci-fi, whatever it is, video game, movie, like
Lord of the Rings.
That's not
your favorite.
That's not.
You like Star Wars.
Yeah, you like Star Wars. We all know that. And
okay.
that doesn't really apply to
blaster. Do you like the blasters? Is that what you like?
The one blaster? Actually, there's multiple types of
Which one's your favorite?
I don't even know.
God
honestly.
damn it. This ruined my entire thing. So I don't even remember what I was. How
Halo.
I was.
He's trying to invoke Halo.
Yeah, it's the Halo gun.
It feels very, very good. I think that one of the most notable things, is, as he mentioned, is the gas settings. The full range that it had was quite impressive. All the way from adverse to suppressed. I know that he has
To below suppressed.
To below suppressed, to not work, to single shot sniper
Sub
weapon.
suppressed, dude.
So, a little thing about the gas settings on this, and this is feedback that I gave to Desert Tech as well, was that the entire, like, imagine the envelope of gas settings is here. Let's say this is our range of. How am I gonna? Here's our range of gas.
We need more props. We need more props.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get more items in here.
Let's get a Zin can.
Okay.
Get that.
We're gonna start.
Probably need
We're gonna make
This.
prop into more props. Let's imagine that these springs right here.
Okay.
This is our like entire threshold of possible gas settings, right? Let's say that
This is a squib.
This
No,
is
this is
no gas
off.
port.
Yeah, that's
no
off.
gas
No
port.
gas port.
And this is direct blowback 5.56.
And this is a squib.
yes, this is no. That's not how squibs work. You. This is no gas port.
Right.
This is gas port the size of a 223 bullet that the bullet veers into and comes out there and
goes down the gas port back
yeah.
at
And
you.
then kills you. Okay, so this is no gas. This is death, right? And let's say that the recoil spring and guide rod right here is the bottom of the reliable range that this gun would run unsuppressed. The Beretta barrel is the bottom of the reliable range that it would run with a suppressor.
It's just lower.
2 hours later.
The current range of gas settings is like right here.
Much, much, much later.
That's all my stuff.
Okay, so to clarify,
No.
so to put this in layman's terms, what we're saying
Lame
is,
mans.
yeah, what we're saying is that the range of gas settings are all shifted a little bit too high towards the overgassed side. I know that we say it a lot, but it is a little bit on that end of things. We've got, what we found was that for running it unsuppressed, the setting on the gas regulator that has an S, which I'm assuming is for suppressed, was the optimal setting for shooting unsuppressed. Everything beyond that was just various amounts of more overgassed. And then for running it suppressed, we just used the one remaining setting below the S, which is like minus or something on the gas regulator. And that actually felt really good. But depending on your can, if you have a really high back pressure can, you might want something less than that. I don't know. What I would like to see is them have more options below that running reliably unsuppressed threshold instead of just one, so that you would have more tuning options available for your specific can rather than having like 5 settings of increasingly overgassed all the way to adverse.
And let's be clear for everybody who says that you need an adverse setting for combat situations.
When are you going to combat?
Listen here. No gun sees more adverse conditions than Gun Thoughts guns, and all of them are still overgassed, and none of them work for whatever reason.
No, they all work.
Adverse settings
Wait, no.
are canceled.
None of them.
no.
we break every gun is what I'm saying.
Right.
So
And this one worked fine on the lower settings. So all
Exactly.
that huge envelope
Yep.
of more overgassed, more overgassed, more overgassed, most overgassed. If we just shifted that over a little bit, so we only had like 2 layers of more overgassed instead of like 5, and had like a couple more settings of suppressor gas, that would be nice.
the amount of sand and dirt
That
and
took a-
urine and glass shards that are in this gun,
Oh,
and
it had
it's still
so
functioning.
much sand.
Give me your strength! Giddy up. I had ejected the brass into my crotch.
Ew.
Ew, dude, bullpups are gross.
Look at that inside of it.
Yeah, juices.
It juiced it.
It did juice it.
This
Okay.
is Wolverine gripes time. We'll each do a gripe and we'll pass it along.
Oh, I love it. I'll start off. Okay. So,
This is his favorite part. He
where's the
loves
magazine?
complaining.
Give me a magazine.
They're all on the floor.
Yeah, they're all.
You know what? Never mind. So this gun is cool, except the magazine is all the way back here, which touches your wrist. What would be cool is if they put the trigger like right here, maybe,
Right.
and made this like a forward grip of some kind. Kind of. Hold on. Kind
They're
of.
so far away, bro.
The mags?
like this.
They
You
went all the
know,
way.
There's some over there.
if the trigger was behind the magazine and then you could hold the gun further up, that'd be pretty cool. I would like that. That's what I want to see. That's my gripe.
Okay.
Is the magazine is too far back.
All right, let's keep it going. You gripe.
All right, my biggest gripe is that the barrel profile is slim.
The barrel profile? Yeah, it's very thin.
It is the barrel profile is very thin. Under a high rate of missing,
It's not thin.
the groups opened up significantly,
Under a
and
high rate of missing,
Yeah,
then
when-
the missing rate increases.
when the missing extrapolates, it's missing squared.
Yeah.
And that's something I don't love as a sniper ghost warrior. Why is it low now?
So-
Extrapolates.
Before I gripe my gripe, I'm
think
gonna
exponential.
elaborate on his gripe a little bit.
Extrapolates.
What we had happen was we were shooting at a little 8-inch plate from 200 yards a bit, and after about 3.5, 4 mags of fairly, continuous fire, we noticed that all of a sudden we went from just nailing the center of that plate to just rounds impacting the berm all around it, and then we let it cool off, and then it went back to normal. But I think that, the barrel profile in this thing is prone to heat soaking. Yeah.
The Mormons do
Mormons
love
love soaking.
Yep.
Oh, My gripe is that on this gun, this EXPS EOTech, that's the ones that have the QD release that makes them a lower third on an AR. This optic height is 3 inches right here. Yet, with this cheek riser, the optic feels lower than on an AR-15.
It feels like co-witness.
Because if you imagine this, if there were a charging handle in here and stuff, none of that would fit. So yeah, it does. It feels like co-witness height. And you can pull the cheek riser off. The problem is the way that the cheek riser attaches, it juices out of those holes.
And when we say juice, it like really juices.
Yeah,
Tape. Just put tape over them.
I'm not really sure what the riser is for, because the optic height, other than like it looks good.
Well, it's probably so that you can change it out for thicker ones.
Yeah, but why would you want thicker ones? You want thinner ones because the optic is already...
because these people are sick.
The optic's already...
Let's put the optic on a nut riser and then get a cheek riser as well.
Is that why?
I have no idea. I just made that
It's
up.
because of you idiots.
Yeah.
Because you guys buy Unity risers and then you buy a cheek riser for your stock because suddenly your chin is right here and the optic's up here and you're like, oh shit, I want to get a cheek weld again. So you float the gun up in your shoulder like this so you have recoil control that looks like this when you shoot. And so what you guys have done is you've made it so that this gun manufacturer has made a great optic mounting platform right here that's like nice and sturdy and tall. It would be perfect. And then they put a cheek riser on it because of you guys. Because they know that you're going to want thicker cheek risers for your taller optics that are already 3 inches tall.
This is your fault.
This is your fault.
This is your fault.
You're not smart
wrong.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, idiot.
Stupid idiots. Any more gripes?
Yeah, I have one
Oh
more.
yeah, we're gonna
one more.
keep going.
Okay.
We're just gonna
Back to
roll.
me.
So we're just going to like bounce it back and forth. That means that you get like twice as many gripes as anyone else.
Yeah,
That's
I
not-
deserve
Nah,
that.
pass it back now.
No,
not
no,
fair.
that's affirmative action.
No way, bro.
You're affirmative action.
Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
you're
I
affirmative action,
am
yes.
affirm.
I don't want
Oh
Cordova.
my god.
Affirm.
What?
0%
I'm not
interest.
okay with this.
Oh my god.
My next gripe is that the handguard is plastic, and although we did not test to see if it will hold a 0 with a laser,
They confirmed to me that it probably
won't.
Yeah,
That's a concern. I hate that,
They also confirmed to me that they're making aluminum ones that will.
and that's cool.
Yeah,
But
it should come that way.
It should come that
Yeah,
way,
It should come that way, especially for how much it costs.
which
It's an
is
expensive gun. It should come
Yeah.
that way. Yeah. One option that you could do is you could put your laser unit right there, but I found that with the magnifier and the EOTech, there wasn't quite enough room.
Or you could take a riser and bridge the gap.
All right. Yeah. My next gripe is there's too many buttons on this thing. Like there's.
He's not smart enough. He's never solved a Rubik's Cube.
I'm literally not smart enough to the point where like I got og brain, dude. I want to drop the mag, my hand goes here. Like I should there should be one button. I push the one button, it drops the mag. You know,
you
bolt
can.
release. And there's like you can lock the bolt back up here too. Too many options. You can swap it around. No, stop giving people options. Stop letting people have freedom to do what they want with guns.
That's a really good point.
We've seen what happens when people have freedom to do what they want
You
with
end
guns.
up
Take
with-
that away from them.
Yeah.
We've seen what happens when people have freedom.
When people can do whatever they want to their guns, you end up with lower third EOTechs on a riser that puts it at 4-inch optic height, and you end up with
17
Stealth Arms Platypus that is like 14 different rainbow colors. And that is not a good thing. And that is your fault also. That's your fault.
You know platypuses are venomous?
Yeah, they have little thing on their foot.
They have foot poison?
Yeah.
So does he.
Yeah, I do.
Right.
This is a way like the amount of gripes that I'm getting. They've diminished.
Are we nitpicking now?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
nitpicking. The mag release is kind of hard when you get it.
Yeah, sometimes it can be oddly stiff.
The button hard to push.
Button hard to push, a little finger no strong.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've got a good gripe. Got a good gripe right now. Okay, so look at the gun from right here. Do you see these? These are making a gun that would otherwise be nice and
Wow, I wish you did that to me.
I can do it to you. Get up on the table.
Come on,
It
get up
would
there.
make them. It's making them like much wider, and they're sticky outy, snaggy, and like they're even wider than this EOTech. So, I would like to see these charging handles have some sort of springy mechanism to let them fold flat against the receiver. This gun came to us from Desert Tech with their own little 3-prong muzzle device of some sort, and we grouped it like that in that configuration, and we found that the groups were like, I don't know, 2.5 to 3 MOA depending on the ammo that we used. We used a variety of stuff like some Hornady Black and then a bunch of different 55 grain.
Spear gold dot.
Yeah, Spear Gold Dot, and we only ended up with like, I don't know, around 2 to 3 MOA. What we heard back from Desert Tech was that they have found that the muzzle devices that they shipped these engineering sample guns out with are apparently affecting their barrel harmonics, because when they were grouping the guns with a bare muzzle, they were getting a much better result, and they had multiple people that they sent these guns out to be like, hey, it's not like that remarkably accurate. So what we did was we grouped it again with this YHM flash hider and the suppressor, and what we found was that the groups got way better, and that's why you're seeing them on the screen right now.
Groups are better.
Yay! The trigger might also be a factor in the accuracy. Like we said, it's crisp, but it's not exactly like a super light break. So, you know, you got to do your part. Do the thing.
Do it.
Oh my god!
Do
Do
it.
the thing. Do the
I'm a lion in a circus.
Do the thing. Do it into there. Do it into there.
Roberto.
Can you do it again?
Okay.
Try another one. Try another one.
More boomerish.
Yeah.
Roberto.
Ooh,
Give us one more. Give us one more. One more with style, with panache.
Roberto.
That was the one. That was the one.
That's
yeah,
it.
there it
That's
is.
it.
So
It was the hand.
it was reliable. Yeah.
Super reliable.
It was reliable the whole time that we've had it so far.
I think the issues we've had with it have been not locking back.
Yeah, they sent us parts to fix that, and it seemed like it had fixed it, but now it seems like maybe it hasn't entirely fixed it. They sent us a new mag release and a new magwell insert. I was not able to install the magwell insert because FedEx destroyed that en route.
Thanks, FedEx.
But the new mag release did help somewhat, so I'm thinking that that is a solvable issue.
But it would still go bang. It still goes bang
Right.
every time. The first day that we shot it as a group was pretty bad weather.
Quite bad.
Like
yeah.
super rainy, cold, windy.
Blowing around sand and stuff.
And then I ran around and I threw it into the ground a couple times.
Give me the gun!
Reliability, good, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Final thoughts, Desert Tech.
Nailed it, dude. Nice.
What are your final thoughts on Desert
Mine?
Tech? Yeah, you. You're on the spot right now. Think about it, but not too long because it's time to tell them.
I think it's a really interesting gun. I liked shooting it. It seems reliable. Outside, my biggest gripe is the barrel profile, but it seems like they're working on aftermarket options for that.
That wouldn't be aftermarket because they're the manufacturer.
After post-production.
Yeah, they're
options.
working on.
Other than that, I really liked the gun. It ran reliably. It shot soft.
Oh, it locked open too.
All alphas locked open. Gun good. I would absolutely buy one, but that brings me to my final part, or my final thought within my final thought, is that this is an expensive rifle.
Absolutely.
It's upwards of two grand, and that's you can get a pretty nice AR. So I think about the same price as a spear. I would still take this. It has way more capability. 16-inch barrel. That, as far as ballistics go, you get way more out of that. Compact package, reliable, soft shooting.
My final thoughts on the Desert Tech Wolverine are that I went into this with pretty low expectations, honestly, because I'll admit it, I'm a bullpup hater. After we shot the AUG, I was like, wow, bullpups are stupid and trash, and I don't like them at all. But this gun is legitimately good. They did a good job. They made a bullpup that has controls that make sense. It has a trigger that feels, pretty good to shoot with. But everything about it is pretty decent. Other than the nitpicky stuff that we went into, I don't really have any major problems with this gun. It's expensive. It would be like a direct competitor with the MCX Spear, and I shot this back-to-back with an MCX Spear, and this gun is a lot smoother and flatter shooting than that, so I would take this over that. I also shot it back-to-back with a Tavor, and the Tavor was bouncier.
I'll be very clear. I started off as a bullpup hater. I went into the AUG hating bullpups. I still hate bullpups. This gun has not swayed me at all. I'm not an early adopter by any means, but if this gun takes off, I think it's a really cool option. I think it's a cool gun.
If everyone else likes it, I will also like it.
If you guys somehow end up making this gun look cool, I would buy this gun, but I know you won't. I know you're going to make it look really dumb. So I don't think I'll ever end up with one of these guns.
I'm really confused. The gun is right here. You can see what it looks like.
Well, you made it look cool. I think everybody else online is going to make it look dumb.
Oh, because they're going to put Unity tactical riser optics going to be this
they're going to be
high.
shooting it like this, basically, and then I'm going to be like, oh, that's a dumb gun.
Okay,
and then that's going to forever.
Fair. They're going to put
paint my image of this gun.
So they're just going to shitify it. Yeah, shitify it by slapping everything. Yeah,
they're going to shitify the gun. But to be totally honest, as a bullpup hater, I think Desert Tech did an awesome job with this gun. The ergs are really good. The controls are super good. It feels really good to shoot. It's honestly, out of all the short piston guns we've shot, this one feels really, really good to shoot. It's super, super well balanced. It's honestly a really cool package. 16-inch barrel, and you can kind of take it everywhere. Balances really well. It's a super, super cool gun.
He'll take this package.
I just don't like bullpups. So
he'll take it everywhere.
It's the full package.
The other thing I will say is I do think it's super cool that there's an American gun manufacturer actually doing cool stuff with guns. They're not just making
another AR-15.
Plate carrier videos with AR-15s and oh, you this is actually something innovative, something cool, and it's on the market. I think that's awesome.
Not yet.
Shut!
I don't know.
Stop correcting me.
Maybe it is.
It is on the market.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's on our market if you're an influencer.
It'll be here. They're making it.
It's real. I'm literally touching it right now.
I kind of hate that this is how this video is shaping up, because people are going to be like, you guys are shilling the Desert Tech, and I really wish that we could say more bad things about it, but there's just,
They knew what they were doing when they sent it to the final boss.
Yeah,
of us.
I mean, they knew what they were doing when they were making it too, because it is legitimately pretty good.
I got you guys. Bullpups are stupid. Stop making bullpups. Make a better gun. This is stupid. Use your genius engineers to make a better gun that's not a bullpup. That's all I got.
Just make more AR-15s and plate carrier videos.
They did do that though. They made that really dumb AR lower that takes.
They did do that.
Quad.
It takes
mags.
it takes a giant Giga Mag.
Never mind. Don't let your engineers touch AR-15s ever again.
If you guys like this video and you want to support more content like it, we have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/gunthoughts. Don't expect us to post an extravagant amount of stuff on there, because you guys don't really interact with it anyway, but it does support the channel. It lets us afford ammo to test guns like this. It lets us, afford all the stuff that we do here without putting ourselves into crippling debt, which is awesome because otherwise the channel wouldn't exist. So thank you guys who are existing Patreons? Patrons? Are they patrons or are they Patreons? I don't know. Thank you guys who are
Thank you, daddies.
On there, and thank you to those of you who are signing up right now.
You can't respect them. You got to call them pay pigs. They love that.
Okay, yeah. Thank you to our existing pay pigs. Otherwise, another way to support the channel is SlateBlackIndustries.com. Again, code something. Code thoughts or thought. One of them.
There's like the first time we ever did it.
Yeah.
He said blacked. And I can't unthink that.
Yeah.
It's Slate Black Industries.
Yeah, Slate Black Industries. It is that.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, use that code on there for a percentage off. If you use that code, then we get a small amount of commission sales on that, which also supports the channel. If you guys are looking for an EDC belt.
What I said.
If you're looking for an EDC belt.
Yeah, baby.
That has a comfortable elastic back so that you can, sit comfortably, do athletic things comfortably.
Which you do.
Have less lower back pain from carrying a gun belt all day. Check out the Hunter Constantine Concealed Carry Belt. Use code THOUGHTS or THOUGHT on that website for a amount off on that if you want to try that out. Otherwise, there is
a tiny little gap here between the upper receiver and the rail.
There is
really
a tiny
annoys me.
there is a tiny little gap there. There is also True Shot ammo. If you guys need some ammo, like the ammo that we mentioned earlier in this video, head on over to True Shot Ammo.
Head on over to Gun Thoughts.
Oh yeah, there's a link in our description that links you to a sponsored page on our website that you can then shop with an affiliate link at True Shot if you use that to buy some ammo. Again, we get a small commission there, which all of it helps out with producing this content. And the reason that we did it that way is because if we put that link directly in the description, YouTube would come to our homes and kill us in our sleep.
Yep.
So
the YouTube SWAT team.
Yeah, we had to use that workaround there.
That's sick.
We also have a few things in our store, more in the works. Here's a little sneak
Don't look at this.
preview.
Why would you point it out? It's supposed to be like a subtle Easter egg.
Here's a sneak preview.
That's a green t-shirt.
Make t-shirts green again.
Here's recap of what has happened in the past.
Yeah, there's something that you can't buy right now.
Yeah.
Should have been faster.
Limited edition. Anyways, it feels... I spit everywhere.
Great.
There is one thing I want to bring up before we do final thoughts.
Okay, bring it up.
So we
They
have
been accused
Shut
of...
up. Shut up.
I wish it was green.
Oh, God. Why do they make tan guns? I don't get it. There's trees.
But there's also dirt.
I see trees of green.
And
Red
skies
roses
of blue.
too.
Oh, and skies of blue.
So the gun needs to be blue, red, or green.
People have just simply never touched grass, so they don't know.
What color to make the gun?
They don't know what color to make the gun. If they would simply touch grass.
Yeah, no more of this
they would be able
everything
to-
tan stuff. Make everything green.
Make it purple.
Let's make guns green again. Gripe something.
I'm gonna gripe. I'm gonna gripe so hard. I'm griping.
I'm griping!